The moratorium on power purchase agreements enforced by Parliament, that is to open up the sector to new investors after the Adani Ketraco Deal tanked, and Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi now says the ministry has deployed several funding mechanisms to address the gaps in power infrastructure, even as it pleads for the lifting of the moratorium as power demand rises. Our business reporter Hibak Said with the details.
Since the moratorium was imposed on power purchase agreements 3 years ago, the government now says the country might be at the brink of power shortages and power rationing if the Departmental Committee on Energy does not lift the moratorium on power purchase agreements.
We are in constant consultation with the National Assembly through its relevant committee, the Departmental Committee on Energy, on mechanisms to have this moratorium lifted to enable us as a country enter into new PPAs as a way of increasing our energy generation capacity.
As a result, the country could be facing power rationing at peak hours, increased cost of power and over-reliance on imports, mainly from Uganda and Ethiopia.
You know, I don't want to preempt any possible debate on a parliamentary committee recommendation. We can only comment on such matters once we have been formally invited to give our views as a ministry. Okay, as it were, any proposals that are within the corridors of Parliament are better left to be dealt with in the normal way by Parliament.
The government is, however, working on jump-starting the regional power trade established in 2005 to evoke power sharing for regional stabilization, as Kenya is now named the central spot for regional grid power.
We have got a number of funding models that we have deployed. The latest one, of course, being the now famous PPP. Okay? We shall continue to explore PPPs in terms of strengthening and improving our power infrastructure.
The tide is now turbulent for the energy sector, as a number of grid control measures still lies in the hands of legislators to determine the stability or otherwise of the power grid. Hibak Said for TV 47.